Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Nathan and welcome back to the Snack Saloon. Now, I'm finally back in Texas. We actually landed yesterday. If my voice sounds a little different, I have a really bad sore throat. I got sick a few days after we left, and it just seems to be lingering on. I'm presuming it's just the flu, but yeah, hopefully it dissipates after a few more days. But I wanted to show you all of the Moomin stuff that I brought back. Some of this stuff is stuff that I bought during this trip. I was over there for just over 3 weeks, and I picked up a few things. I showed a lot of it in the vlogs that I was filming over there. And then some of the other stuff is stuff that I've had at my grandparents' house for years at this point, and I finally brought it home. So I'm going to show you pretty much everything. Now, I will point out, you'll see a lot of these packages with random pieces of wood. This is from the DeAgostini Moomin house. I brought back every single issue. So 110, I believe there is. And I guess it's 108. Yeah, there's 108. I was getting this shipped to my grandparents' house for the entire run, and I finally brought the magazines home. I brought some of the pieces home, but not everything, unfortunately. It just wouldn't fit. I had this whole stack in my backpack, and needless to say, my shoulders are burning today. So, wasn't a good idea. But I do have the rest of the parts in a box in my grandparents' house, and I'm going to get them to ship it to me at some point. So hopefully I will get to build that, because I do have this foam board here. I am going to try and build a diorama to make it look really, intricate. I have a lot of plans. So yeah, look out for that. Hopefully they'll be able to ship it fairly soon. But the other big thing I got was this lighthouse. So this is from the 90s, I think. And it's funny how I got this. I was looking up online. This thing is hard to find now. And I found an old Yahoo group. Those old Yahoo groups where people would post albums. And I saw someone in Finland post this. And I just thought I'd take a chance, send them a message. And they responded to me. This was about 2 years ago now. They responded to me that they had a second one. So I paid them, I think it was about $100 to send this to my grandparents' house. I figured it'd be easier for them to ship it there than to the US. And it's been sat there for, like I said, 2 years. So I finally brought this home, and it does still have the light working. And it's definitely not complete, but it's intact. And it survived the trip, thankfully. You can see all the stickers are in there. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this. Like I said, it's hard to find. They never re-released this like they did with the, the Moomin house up there. So yeah, happy to have this. And then a few other things. Like I said, you've seen some of this stuff if you watch my vlogs. So I got a bookmark. I think I got that during my last trip. This was definitely from this year, from Waterstones. I remember showing that. And also these little jelly beans. And a notepad as well, or a notebook, I should say. And then I have a stack over here. Let me try and get my tripod steady. So this is just a mug. This is from Oxfam. Definitely got that during my last trip. As with this one, another mug from Oxfam. And this is what I got from Waterstones. I showed this, some socks. And I'm pretty sure this was from Oxfam as well. Yeah, Snap card game. And also this, this was definitely from Oxfam. Little accessories dish. I guess you could use it for rings, things like that. And then, like I said, I brought back a lot of these parts for the Moomin house. So I already have a lot of the figures here. I brought those back last time. But then I have some bigger ones, like this is the Groke. It comes with the mailbox. And then I know another one was Two Ticky. Philly Junk was one of them. And obviously a few others as well. And I also, let me show you this as well. Got this little notebook. I have a few of these. The Flame Tree Diaries. But yeah, these are the ones that you would find actually at half-price books in the US. They were made for Waterstones from what I understand. But I think a lot of the overstock gets sent to half-price books, because that's where I got my first I think first 3 or 4 of these. I just happened to find them at half-price books, but yeah. Interesting that they're, you know, on both sides of the Atlantic. And I also have this. This is part of the Moomin House set as well, but it's a fabric cloth, so I'm not really sure what this is, whether it's a mat that they expect you to, you know, stand the house on. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll find some use for it. Obviously, like I said, I am going to build a diorama on this thing. I do have some pretty big plans, so I won't be using that if that's what it's for. Maybe it's a background, actually, looking at it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, a lot of these random parts, like I said. But yeah, I think this was the highlight. Really glad to bring this back. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Like I said, I am back in Texas now, so I'll be back to my regular content. More Demon Slayer hauls reviews, more Moomin's hauls reviews, and, you know, everything in between, really. A lot of anime-related stuff, manga, and random things that I find thrown in. So that's it for this video, guys. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Until next time, see ya.